On April 18, 1906, at 5:12 a.m., residents of San Francisco were shaken awake by an earthquake. 20 to 25 seconds later, a second massive earthquake followed. This was the magnitude 7.9 Great San Francisco earthquake. This earthquake ruptured 450 plus kilometers of the northern San Andreas Fault. It produced extreme ground shaking, and people felt it all the way from Eureka to Salinas and beyond. It killed more than 3,000 people, and up to 80% of the city of San Francisco was destroyed during the earthquake shaking and in the massive fires that followed. This was also a real turning point in earthquake science. This was the first time in U.S. history that university and government scientists came together to study a single earthquake. They spent 2 years making detailed observations about how far the fault slipped in different places, where the damage was localized, what sort of buildings were able to withstand the shaking, and which ones were destroyed. About 2 years later, they produced this report that we now call the Lawson Report, and this is still one of the most important documents in earthquake science. One of the things that they noted in this report that's of particular significance is that the fault moved the most, the ground moved the most closest to the fault, and the amount that the ground moved diminished with distance away from the fault. So this key observation really laid the groundwork for what we now call elastic rebound theory. And this is one of the fundamental concepts in earthquake science. Additionally, some of the measurements that they made in the triangulation surveys about how far the fault slipped in different places are still used today to help us understand how much and where the fault might slip in future northern San Andreas earthquakes. Because we do know that they will happen. We just don't know when.